All right, so there are several worrying trends happening in our nation at the moment. And of course, everywhere you turn to, several things cause for alarm and attention. But one that has given me sincere worries in the last couple of weeks, and I think I saw an article that alluded to that effect as well, is the fact that we may just wake up one day and this country would have been renamed the Federal Republic of Bola Tinubu. Because I don't know why Bola Tinubu is seeking self-adulation, self-glorification, self-aggrandizement, and some so much of self surplusity, if there is anything like that, that there is not a trend of renaming or naming public institutions in his name. Usually, by global standards, right? There are no laws, but observing global trends, you will realize that public institutions are named after people that have served and given their all to society, and then they have now retired, or maybe laid to rest, or maybe retire. So public institutions are used to immortalize them or create monuments of their name and values so that people can inspire or can be inspired or motivated to also follow those footsteps and give heroic value to societies. Unfortunately, it has become like a mirage. Everything, of course, we recognize that everything in this country has been turned upside down since the APC came. It became worse and worse, like my friend used to call it, since Bola Tinubu came. It's been, I cannot phantom, for example. Okay, for example, there is a military barrack in Asokoro being constructed and named after Bola Tinubu, a sitting president. Bola Tinubu has never been in the Nigerian army, never fought any war. I've never contributed. And there are several soldiers that have sacrificed their lives, that have lost parts of their body. Some of them never returned, some in high rank, some in very low capacity, gave all, and then you are going to name a military barrack after yourself, and then nobody's worried about this. Let's give a brief history of the Dodan, the very popular Dodan barrack in Lagos. For example, Dodan barracks was named from Dondan Hills. Dondan Hill is a very it was a troubled battle site in World War II, the Second World War II, in Burma. Nowadays, Myanmar. Myanmar is in Asia, right? And so that particular site had the 82nd West Africa Division that comprised of Nigerian soldiers fighting for the British Allied forces against the Japanese soldiers. And it was a very, very tough war. So years later, in building that barrack, it was used to connect to the sacrifices and the selfless service of Nigerian forces in fighting the World War II. And that's how it was named Dodan Barracks. And there are several other historical scenes and scenarios and information and humans and lives and things like that can help to bring back that level of inspiration, bring back memories, nostalgic memories of what people have given to ensure that this country is united and is progressing. But a man just wakes up and then he wants to have all of the institutions around named after him. So most likely rename the country Federal Republic of Bola Tinubu, because I cannot understand how this is not worrisome. Okay, to think that is even all. I hear that the Mina Airport is allegedly being named after Bola Tinubu again. In a state that has that houses or that have two former military administrators, two former military head of state of Niger State. There is an innovation technology complex in Abuja. There is a new polytechnic that all of them. And whereas we've had people that have contributed to our educational, to our innovative, to our scientific, to our evolution in various regards around this country. So why does Bola Tinubu want to live in self-aggrandizement? What exactly is in this name? What do you want? Why do you want to force your name down the throat of every single Nigerian by immortalizing yourself while you are still alive and still in office? If you've done well, sir, The most ideal thing to happen is that whoever takes over from you would have seen the record and see the impact you made. And then by that, anybody can rename anything after you. I am sure that Nnamdi Azikiwe, Amadu Bello did not fight for some of these institutions that were named after them to have been named. There are still several Nigerians, whether they were freedom fighters, they were activists, they were musicians, they were footballers, that deserve more immortalization with all of these public institutions. So why is Bola Tinubu this power drunk? What exactly is happening? Who are you, sir? What? And nobody is seeing this as a trend that we should curtail. The National Assembly is singing. That is why he will be proud to replacing the national anthem with the recitation of On Your Mandate we shall stand song in the National Assembly. And a president with conscience that believe that this country should be the paramount focus of every single Nigerian will not stop them. And this has continued non-stop. What else are you going to rename after you? Or probably name Lagos after you. Name Lagos after yourself. Or Bola Tinubu State. Or I don't. For me, this breeds some level of greed, self-adulation, self-aggrandizement, self-glorification, and somehow it relates to somebody that do not believe in value and impact. Because I don't know why you are the one trying to sing your song or blow your trumpet. I thought you would have done whatever you can do and step aside and let the country decide to see if we are going to immortalize you. I don't know why you are forcing your will on yourself, forcing your name on us, the same name that requires some level of investigation, the same brand that has been bastardized from several corners of this world, the same brand that we are not so proud of, and then you want to force it, you want to also turn everywhere. You name sport institutions, you name monumental institutions, you name technological and educational institutions that you do not. Sir, sometimes I wear troubles for some of us that do not like your name. You are Muhammadu Buhari. Anything named after you should be reviewed, though. I don't know, should be, and then you are the one. Even Buhari did not do this. What is happening to you, sir? Is there a target? Military barracks, you never said in the military, you have not even done anything specifically worthy of note in the security of lives and properties of Nigeria. Airport, excuse me, a new polytechnic, innovation and technological complex, and all these busybody ministers and agencies and governors are everywhere trying to force your name down our throat. Una take una time.